Let's get more on this with Samuel Ramani, who's an Associate Fellow at the Royal United Services Institute think tank. Thank you very much, Samuel, for joining us. Welcome back to the programme. What do you think can realistically be achieved from this summit?
Well, I think that the Arab League summit is going to be aimed at trying to create a degree of unity amongst Arab countries over the future of the Palestinian question. There have been a lot of reports that, for example, there was a jockeying for influence between Qatar and Egypt over the mediation role, and that was part of the broader Qatargate scandal in Israel, where there were accusations that the Qataris were even paying Israeli media and others to present narratives that were less favorable to Egypt. Also, there's a clear disagreement between the UAE and Qatar on the future of Hamas, the Emiratis being much less tolerant towards its political future, and the Qataris being more open to it. So I think that some of these disagreements will hopefully be smoothed over.
Clearly, Gaza, the main priority, but other than that, what else is going to be discussed at this meeting?
Well, there'll be a variety of other issues that will probably be on the agenda. I mean, one will be the future of Syria, and that's something that seems to be a lot more unifying than Gaza. We've just seen the Emiratis invest very significantly in Tartus, and we've seen them also take over with Germany the printing of money into Syria. The Saudis and the Qataris got together to forgive $15.5 million in debt. So that's another significant thing. And in general, even stalwart skeptics of the of al-Shara's government in the Arab world are starting to come together to negotiate with them. The Red Sea security will also be another issue, ensuring that the Houthi ceasefire is being enforced. Egypt is taking the lead on this too because of its losses from the Suez Canal.
And what has been the impact of US President Donald Trump's recent visit to the region? There were many friendly deals struck by Trump with Israel's neighbours, but the president didn't even stop in Israel, you know, the US, its main ally. Is this a major shift in Washington's Middle East policy?
For both nations.
Well, I think it is a major shift, and also it shows the Gulf countries are more than just, suppliers of energy in exchange for arms purchases to the United States, but are actually strategic partners. And this is a long-term show of commitment by the United States to its partners in the Gulf. So working with Saudi Arabia on AI, the presence of many of the key executives at that Riyadh investment forum, soliciting potentially trillion-dollar investments and trade deals with the UAE and Qatar really are signaling that shift. And that's something that the Israelis will feel uncomfortable about, doubly so because the Israelis were not consulted when the U.S. Coordinated with the Omanis on getting a ceasefire with the Houthis last week.
Samuel, many thanks indeed for your time and your insights. Much appreciated. That's Samuel Ramani from RUSI.